Hi, back again with Elevate, Inspire, and Create, elevating you to that next level so that you are inspired to create your own world. Yes, that is my goal, that people's lives will be changed and elevated to another level. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube, but I'm back. I'm back. Yes, I am. It's actually the month of May. It's 1 minute is hot, next minute is cold, but it's all good in the hood. Um, Actually, today I wanted to talk to you all about that no one can be you. I'm sure you've heard me talk in the past about a book that I wrote. It's called Who Are You? I Discovered Me from a Girl to a Queen. You see the book? Well, I'm doing a little small segment again today. I feel the need to really talk to the viewers about knowing who you are and walking it out, being exactly who you are, who God has called you to be from the foundations of this earth. And in my book, in the dedication part, I dedicate the book to teenagers. I dedicate it to women who struggle with rejection and brokenness. I dedicate the book to women who are considered weird and crazy, women who are considered the black sheep of the family, women that never grew up and still have a little girl crying on the inside of them. I also dedicate the book to those who sometimes want to go in a closet and cry their eyeballs out and then get up and start to do their honeydew list or their wife list like nothing never happened. The woman that just sometimes just feel like that she just don't know what to do. I dedicate this book to, and not just to women, because I've had some males read this book and they have been inspired. So woo woo to the men out there. But the main topic for today that I really wanted to talk to you all about was walking out who you truly are. Okay? It's so important that you walk out who you are supposed to be. Not for you to mimic being someone else. Not trying to be like the Kardashians, not trying to be like Beyonce, not trying to be like I don't know. Just there's a lot of famous stars out here and they're doing their thing and they're being who they are. That's who they were created to be. But what about you? What about you, my sister? That live in Virginia? What about you that live in Portsmouth? What about you that live in Norfolk? Or what about you that live in California or in Texas or South Carolina or North Carolina? Oh, hold up. Let's even go across the world, Canada or Australia or Mexico or Africa, Antarctica. There's so many places in the world that God created. He created this huge, big universe, and he put people in each country, in each state, and he made you to affect the world. He made you to be who you're created to be. He didn't ask you to be like nobody else but you. He wants you to be in your skin, to feel comfortable in your skin, and to totally walk out being who you are. And so to give you an example, I'm going to talk about myself. This book came from, midnight pains. It came from some hardship. It came from finding my identity, learning who I was from a child. But most of all, through me writing about the different things that I experienced and learning that all those things, they were circumstances that happened to me, but they didn't have to identify me, but that my identity totally came from Christ. My identity came from God, and he made me and put me on the foundations of this earth to bless the world with my charisma, with my ideas, with my creativity, with just being Kawana. And in the book I talk about, I went and I started talking about the meaning of my name, Kawana. Kawana is actually it's an actual beach in Australia called Kawana, Queensland. And when I learned that years and years ago, it really it blew my mind. And then Amina, also Kawana also means honesty. I had learned that. And then I learned Amina, my middle name, means an African queen that ruled over territory. And that just like blew me away. Wow, an African queen that blew. And at that point, when I learned all that, along with my maiden last name being Brickhouse, and that stands for itself being strong and to withstand anything, Brickhouse just don't just fall down. You know what I'm saying? So I share all that with you to say that when I learned that, it was at a very pivotal, pivotal. It was at a place in my life where I truly needed some encouragement. And I think I was up wee hours in the morning typing and writing and working on this book that actually was published years and years later. But long story short, I remember God speaking to me, touching my heart that morning. And he said, Kawan, I want you to look up what your name means. And I began to look it up. And when I discovered that, I can't tell you what it did for me, because at that point, 5, 6, 7, almost, I believe 8 years ago, when I was writing, I was wondering who I was. I was wondering, why am I here? And why am I going through the hell that I'm going through in this marriage? And I don't feel beautiful. I don't think I look beautiful. And, it was so many things that was going on inside of me. And I was just questioning life. And when I discovered that at that pivotal, I can't even get that word right, y'all, but excuse me, pivotal moment, I was like, wow, God, you love me that much that you had my mother, the channel I came through, my mother, the channel, the birthing of coming through the channel of Valerie Brickhouse, that she named her daughter that. It means that you consider me a queen. You compare me to a beautiful beach in Australia. And I love going to beaches. I just feel so free when I'm at a beach. Amina, an African queen that ruled over territory. I mean, what it did for my personality, what it did for my self-esteem in Brickhouse. I just, a light bulb went off, And so I just want to say to you all today, nobody can be you, my brother. Nobody can be you, my sister. My sister, you are a queen. God said he brought you out of darkness into the marvelous light. That you are a royal priesthood. You're first that. You're his child. You're a royal priesthood. And to my brother, you're a king. You know what I'm saying? So walk with your head up high. Believe in who you are. Your name could be John. Your name could be Ted. Your name could be Tyrus. Your name could be Bill. Your name could be Jamal. Your name could be Toshiba. Your name could be Tawana. Your name could be Harmony. Your name could be so many things. But whatever your name is, I encourage you to look the meaning of that name up. And I encourage you to challenge yourself to be who he has called you to be. And then I want to take it even further, because some people might say, well, I looked at my name and there really was no meaning to it. If you really go deep, and you allow yourself to truly do some research on it, you can turn that negative into a positive if it's something you don't like. And you can allow it to elevate you into being who you're created to be. And beyond even the meaning of your name, no one has your fingerprints. You see my fingerprints? You see this M on my hand? You see this mark on my face that came over time because it wasn't there when I was younger. You see my eyeballs? You see my nose and my mouth, my lips? I'm not trying to be deep with y'all, but I really wanted to take it home today. Nobody has my body shape. No, nobody has my eyes. Nobody has my ears, my hands, my fingertips, my fingerprints. God made everything in this world, including you and I, and he gave all of us something different. He gave all of us our own individual fingerprints. Isn't that amazing? So if you take it that far and you go there to think about that, think about if he went and he created you different in all those areas, why don't you think he created you to do something magnificent here on this earth? Why don't you think that there's something great inside of you to bless this world with? It don't have to be on no huge, large millionaire scale. It don't have to be on no billionaire scale. It could be on whatever scale you want it to be. But I just want you to know that nobody can be you but you. No one can affect the world with your smile, with your gestures, with your charisma, with your personality, with the gift that God has given you. Nobody can do it but you. So I challenge you today and for the rest of your life that every day you get up out that bed and you make a decision to go forward and to go to your job and to just be that mother or that wife or whoever, whatever it is that you have to do, whatever your task is throughout the day, I challenge you to never settle for less, but to give your best, to give your best, to be your best, to do your best, and to do it with joy. Because God created you for such a time as this. Okay? And so, with that being said, I just want to pray a small little prayer before I end the session. And I just want to tell you that no one can be you. So, Father God, I just thank you. I thank you for each and every man and woman that are listening to this video today, or may even listen to it after I done posted it a month from now or whatever. I pray I pray in the name of Jesus that they will be blessed from the crown of their head to the soles of their feet. I pray that they will walk with their head up high and that they will be exactly who God has created them to be. I pray that they will be exactly who God has called them to be. My daughter's interrupting, so I'm going to end this prayer and I'm going to just thank God that you have the victory, that the victory has been won, and that you are going to be who God has created you to be. Have a blessed day.